What up, everybody? How was all doing? Hope all is well. And if not, hope you get back on track sooner or later. So get out there thing, you know what I mean? Genuine style. Different setting, but want to hold a vibe today. I did a walk and talk. What is the soul contract? So it's only right I hold a vibe on this channel. A sit down vibe. And just hold a vibe on soul contract and continue a little talk. But you can go to LGETV featuring CLP, LGETV, and the walk and talk is posted. And you know what I mean? You can tap in and hold the vibe over there. But on the same lines as that, this talk, I want to talk about what is the soul contract, And I was thinking, if you get the whole picture of really think about it, yo. Before you exist, where we come from, where we at, where's the beginning of you, the beginning of this experience called existence, right? All the energy, the source that gives life and power, everything. Imagine being there, and seeing all this that exists. You can be a part of it. You want to be a part of it. You want to exist. You want to be and you want to become. So when I hear about a soul contract, I just think about all these things and the life that you want to live, because they say the life that you want to live is written out already. It's written in that soul contract. And you get to come here on earth and experience it. And you get to be it. But one thing though, this is a matrix that we're in, with the negative and the positive energies that all exist throughout existence. It comes here to be a matrix. And you know what I call this? A matrix mind game, because it plays on your mind. How you see things, your realization for things, your realization of this reality that we all, every single one of us existed. Real or not, So when I hear soul contract, I just think about the life you want to live. Look at the athlete. Yo, I was just watching some Deion Sanders highlights. You telling me Deion didn't come for to be such an exciting, electrifying player? You can see it in his sons, you know what I'm saying? But that was his contract, the life he wanted to live. And he lived it, fulfilled it, and he's doing what he's doing. So what about your life? Are you fulfilling a goal, fulfilling a dream? Are you comfortable? Are you you're feeling good about life, feeling excited about what you're doing? Because your soul contract is given and it's written, Because what we say. We didn't ask to be born. Our parents just give birth to us. And that's the whole point I'm getting at. What is the soul contract? Because we didn't ask to be born, or did we ask to be born? Did we write up a contract? Because it even goes as far as say, you pick your parents. Can you imagine surveying the earth in the vibration that's standing out so much for two people, and their vibration standing out so much that you figure you're going to pick them for your parents and the life you want to live? But now it's challenging. And there's different parts of life. You never know where you're going to be born into, but there's different aspects, and you can be born in any direction, anywhere. Some people say you choose. Some people say you choose in the position where you want to born. Like say you're born in poverty, and the struggles to get out of that to be successful in a life. You choose rich and wealthiness, so you're born with everything you have. Now it's either to maintain that, lose that, and get it back, or just to see the life at the top level and see how high you can go. There's so many directions. There's so many life that you're able to live at. And just gotta look at your situation and see where you are, and get the understanding of why you're there in that situation. Because even in existence, could it be that we have, once we enter life, right, we have to get to different levels and different dimensions in order to complete the game. So now we have lifetime after lifetime going through the different stages of realization of existence. You know what I mean? And you can win this game and go to the next levels of existence, which I believe is way vast more of existence that exists. But this life It's not privilege. It's something special. So when you have life, you can live it, you can be it, and experience it. And that's what I'm talking about. Your soul contract is the life that you want to live. Poor or rich, indifferent, whatever the case is. You're here. You get to be. You get to live. You get to feel. And most important, you get to understand. And without a soul contract, you can't exist because then your soul doesn't have a direction, doesn't have an avatar. You need a body to live, right? Without a body, you're just an idea. You're just a thought. And then that goes back to existence in itself. Because before you can exist, where are you? You're in the beginning. You're with energy, pure energy. You know what I'm saying? You're a voice without a body. Without an avatar. Your soul exists. That's the essence. But when you come into the body, you come to live life, experience life. You come to be whatever idea that you have. You cultivate it for yourself when you're writing that contract, putting that contract together, putting life time in order. You know what I mean? Because remember, I know, I said it was written. Your life is already written out. Everything is already written out and done. You're just going through the existing part of it, the living part of it. And that's where we are. Remember, enough to even get deeper, time don't exist. It's just a matter of what you're realizing or materializing in front of your face of what time it is. Because we're born in these times. We're born here right now. But remember, there were a past and there's also a future to come. So you could have been born any time, but you're born right now. So this Holding the Vibe podcast is to talk about life and understand about life and this idea of life. The idea that you see yourself in the life you want to live, that's the idea. And then you come here to manifest it. That soul contract gives you that opportunity to come and live and experience the life. Because they say as when the baby is born, the soul jumps into the body of the baby and give you that chance to grow. Now, growing up, not gonna say you're gonna know off the rip what you want to do, but as you notice, there's things you gravitate to, things you like, things you're adamant about doing. After everything, I think that's the reason why you're here. Part of your contract, the existence, the life you're living. You know what I mean? So what's a soul contract? A soul contract is the life that you want to live, you intend to live. Well, you're going to live because everything is everything and everything happened already. So all the stuff that's been going through, been happening, that been happening, you get to go through it meticulously, day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, second by second. This is life. We in it. Now, the game of life. You in it just to play? You in it to win? What you in life for? That's a question for you to answer. For me, it's Holding the Vibe, CLP. You know what I mean? So big up. My new subs, my old subs, everybody. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscription button. It's important. Helps me out a lot. You know what I mean? Helps me grow this channel. And if you're feeling the vibration, drop a comment. Because it's all about existence. It's all about life. It's all about understanding our position, our place. Nah, man. Channel Star. CLP. Holding the Vibe. Today's vibe was a soul contract. What do you think? How you feel? Drop a comment if you're vibing. And on that note, I will catch you in the next vibration. CLP, we out. So love. Channel Star.